Hello there. For tonight's shave, we'll be using my Plisson synthetic with a black acetate handle. And our soap for tonight is going to be RazoRock's Triple X. Tonight's razor is a special razor. This was a gift from Kevin Moore. To rolls. They come in a case like this. Now what the Rolls razor was, is it was, in my opinion, I don't know a whole lot about them, but it was basically an attempt to create a single edge razor that you didn't need replaceable didn't need replaceable blades. So in a sense it was like a cross between a safety razor and a straight razor. The angle is similar to the straight razor, but the novelty of this, or the idea of this, was that you had a case which contained, let me pop it open, a hone on one side, it's hard to get this thing to open. You need to put some oil on it or something, and a strap on the other. And the razor sit in here like this. In order to use it, you would raise it up like that where the blade pops up. Then you can turn the blade and remove it. And it has, if I can get it out, a handle. But you can put the blade back in it, and you move this handle back and forth. I'm not going to do it because there's a little point here that the blade sits on when it's stored in the case, and it determines the angle. You can move the handle back and forth. The blade will flip over on each side and strop it. It will do the same if you use the other side and hone the blade. But to assemble the razor, first of all, I'm going to wipe off, if I can find, here, this will work, the toilet paper. I've got a bit of oil on this blade. Now this was a gift, I don't know if I said it or not, from Kevin Moore. Anyway, thank you, Kevin. You take the handle, well, you have to loosen it up a bit. Slide it in, slide this in, till it covers that hole there in the back. This one was made in England. And you tighten down this handle. There you have the little guard. It's a single edge safety razor. Now, this one was honed. Kevin said he honed this one. He said it's fairly sharp, but he said it kind of tugs against the grain. We're going to see, but I'm going to give it a go and shave with it, because to be honest, it's sitting here on my bathroom counter going, shave with me. So I have to do that. Let me adjust the zoom back to where I normally keep it. There we go. We're going to use our Triple X. I chose the Triple X because I want something really slick. Since I don't know the true sharpness of this blade, I want something that's wonderfully slick to protect me and help the shave to go nice and smooth. But Kevin, I appreciate, and excuse me, I'm slinging soap everywhere, but Kevin, I appreciate the gift. I reckon you probably figured sooner or later I was going to have a go at shaving with this. But I'm not sure that I would ever put it in a regular rotation. Pretty much all I shave with now are straights. Although every now and then I'll shave with a single edge or a double edge. But I've wanted one of these for a while because I really think it's a cool idea, and I've wanted it in my collection for that reason. There've been a couple here in town at one of the antique stores. The guy wants $20 for them, $15 for them, but they weren't. The one he wanted $15 for, I don't think he had a handle for it, or I don't think he had a blade for it. Something was missing. I can't remember what it was. It just wasn't complete. Add some more water to this. That's triple X. And so I couldn't pull the trigger on it. I kept looking at it and kept wanting to pull. I think one of them, the home was cracked or something like that. And I kept wanting to pull the trigger on it, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on one with issues like that. Whether or not I would ever use it, it's not the point. It's that it wasn't whole. So this one that Kevin gave me, and I'm not going to reach for him now because my hands are wet, but it came with all the paperwork, tells you how to use it, hone it, strop it, all that kind of deal, care for it. Even has a parts list. I'm sure I can't order any parts for it now, but I mean, even has a parts breakdown and all of that. Just really cool. And I always kind of wanted to try one. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's shaving. Pretty good. It isn't super sharp, but it's certainly sharp enough to shave with. Lovely. Okay, going over the chin here. I can tell that it's not quite up to snuff, the edge. So it might get ugly when I go to try to go against the grain, don't know. But it's really cool, and I may take a stab. at honing the blade, there are a couple of threads online. I'll just have to find them that kind of tell you how to do that. Not bad for a first pass. Excuse me one moment. I've got my rolls laying on my washcloth that I use for my face, so I had to move that. All right. Pass number 2. What folks would call against the grain. That's not bad. Not bad. The chin, probably not going to be pretty, but I read a couple of threads, and I'm going to go like that. Read a couple of threads on it earlier today, and there are several guys that use them, and from what I understand, once you get the blade honed properly, a lot of them are saying that they're maintaining the razor with just chopping in the case. And there are some guys, at least at the time that the threads were written, I don't know how old they are. I didn't check any dates, I just did a search. So, but there are some that say, or at least like I say at the time of the thread, that they were using their rolls pretty much every day. That's not bad. Not bad at all. If that blade was just a tad sharper, it'd be nice. Actually, that's a really smooth shave right there. I'm gonna go for a third pass, but this brush, I could rub this brush back and forth on my face till I passed out. It's wonderfully soft Beautiful brush. Well, I can tell you right now that I have to attempt to hone this blade. Not going to be able to let that go because I really think that this would be a really sweet shaver. With a really nice sharp, really sharp blade. He did a pretty good job because from what I understand, these things are pretty much duller than a butter knife. Most guys get them, and I'm getting a really nice close shave. That's wonderful. It's just as nice as any straight I've got in 3 passes. Of course, I get that in like 2 and some touch-ups in the straight, but really nice. If I could get that blade as sharp as one of my straights, that would be a really smooth shaving razor. Lovely. That was absolutely fun to try to use. And I got a wonderful shave. I got lather. That must have been when it was flying around earlier. Crazy. Alright. Let me dry my face. And we're going to top this shave off with Pinaud Clubman. Lovely. Yeah. No irritation. Nothing like that. Kevin, you actually did a pretty good job sharpening that blade. Rolls razor. Gentlemen. All right. Thank you, Kevin Moore, for the wonderful gift. Thank you guys for watching. Bless you. And thanks for sharing the shave with me. And I will see you next time around. Later.